Hello all, welcome to our Speed GK YouTube channel. We will be posting new videos on general knowledge on different subjects and areas every week. Kindly subscribe our channel and support us. Some important questions on Bhakti movement. Who was the founder of Advait Veda or the doctrine of non-dualism? Adi Shankaracharya. Who was the leader of Bhakti movement? Adi Shankaracharya, the Sufi saint who maintained that devotional music was one way of moving closer to God was Baba Farid, who was the greatest Bhakti poet of Maharashtra. Tukaram, Ram Rahim ek hai, Naam Dhara hai, though who preached during the Sultanate. Kabir, whose disciple was Kabir. Ramananda, where was Saint Kabir born? Varanasi, Tulsidas wrote Ramcharitmanas during which reign? Akbar, who was known as a Nirguna saint and reformer. Saint Kabir. Sakhi, Sabad and Ramani were the notable work of Kabir, 1398 to 1518. Surdas was a disciple of which saint? Vallabhacharya, Tulsidas, the writer of Ramcharitmanas was contemporary of which ruler? Akbar, which Bhakti saint popularized Vaishnav cult in Gujarat? Narsi, which Bhakti saint created Vinyapatrika and Kavitavali? Tulsidas, 1511 to 1623, who composed Hindi version, Ramcharitmanas, of Ramayana? Tulsidas. Which Bhakti saints considered Krishna as a yogi and lover? Mirabai, 1498 to 1547, who Bhakti saints known as Sri Gauranga, was a popular Vaishnav saint and reformer from Bengal? Chaitanya. In which year, Shivaji, 1630 to 1680, was crowned as the Chhatrapati? AD 1674, what was the capital of Shivaji's Maratha kingdom? Raigarh. Under the administration of Shivaji, Peshwa was referred to as Chief Minister. Name the religious personality who exercised a great influence over Shivaji. Guru Ram Das. Name the Maratha leader who put forward the idea of founding the Hindu Empire before the Marathas. Bazi Rao I. Treaty of Purandar was signed between Shivaji and Jai Singh. Chauth was land tax levied by Shivaji on neighbouring states. After the death of Rajaram in 1700 AD, Marathas continued the war against the Mughals under his brave wife, Tarabai. Who succeeded Bazi Rao I? Balaji Bazi Rao I, also known as Nana Sahib, the most powerful Peshwa was Bazi Rao I. What was the name given to the accountant general in the administration of Shivaji? Majumdar. From which European power Shivaji obtained cannons and ammunition? Portuguese. Who was the ruler of Delhi when Ahmad Shah Abdali defeated the Marathas in the Third Battle of Panipat in 1761? Shah Alam II. Which terms was used for the royal cavalry of the Maratha army system? The Bagis. Who succeeded Chhatrapati Shivaji? Sambhaji, 1657 to 1689. When did Marathas captured Salsette and Basay from Portuguese? 1739 AD. Who was called Chanakya of Maratha politics? Nana Fadnavis. Who was the founder of the Bahmani dynasty? Alauddin Hassan Bahman Shah. Which Bahmani ruler was considered to be the shadow of God? Mujahid Shah Bahmani, AD 1375 to 1378. Travels in the Mughal Empire is the work of which foreign traveller? Francois Bernier. Rana Pratap Singh of Mewar was defeated by the Mughal army in the Battle of Haldighati. The Mughal presence in the Red Fort ended with the fall of Bahadur Shah Zafar. During Mughal era, who had the duty of maintenance of etiquette at the court? Mir Saman. When did Mughals recaptured Hooghly from Portuguese? 1631 AD. Who was the last Mughal emperor? Bahadur Shah II. Who was the founder of Sikh religion? Guru Nanak, around AD 1500, who founded the faith on a ritual-free, simple Sat Shri Akal or the worship of God and truth? Guru Nanak, which Sikh Guru had laid the foundation of Amritsar? Guru Ram Das. Amritsar was originally called Ramdaspur, who was the Sikh Guru slaughtered by Aurangzeb? Tegh Bahadur, which Sikh Guru called himself the Sacha Badshah? Guru Hargobind. Who was the youngest Sikh Guru, installed at the age of 5? Guru Har Kishan, which Sikh Guru compiled the Adi Granth? Guru Arjan Dev, who was the founder of the Tuluva dynasty? Veer Singha. The Tuluva dynasty was a ruling house of the kingdom of Vijayanagar, who was the author of Yayati Charita. Malla Reddy. Name the Indian king who warmly received the Portuguese traveller Vasco da Gama when he landed at Calicut, 1498. Zamorin. Who got the Gita translated into Persian? Dara Shikoh. Who translated Mahabharata into Persian? Badoni. Which was the first Jewish church in India? Pardesi Syangoge, Matancherry, Kochi, 1568, which Dutch general, Marthanda Varma defeated and captured in the Battle of Pulchal, 10th August 1741, later became the commander-in-chief of Travancore. De Lannoy, which was the first European fort built in India. Fort Manuel at Cochin by Albuquerque, Portuguese, Sultana Chand Bibi, 1550 to 1599, the famous Muslim ruler belonged to which kingdom? Ahmednagar. Alauddin Hussain Shah was regarded as greatest independent Muslim ruler of which region in aftermath of Delhi Sultanate? Bengal, who built the famous Adina Mosque in Bengal? Sikandar Shah. What was Dastak? Permission to trade without tax. Who was the last independent Nawab of Bengal? Sirajuddaulah, Nawab of Bengal who transferred the capital from Dhaka to Murshidabad was? Murshid Quli Khan. Where and when was the first Dutch factory established in Bengal? Pipli in 1627, who built Hawa Mahal in Jaipur? Maharaja Pratap Singh, who built Jodhpur fort? Rao Jodhazi, 1459, who is said to be the pioneer of guerrilla warfare in the Deccan region? Malik Ambar, ruler of Ahmednagar, the present fort of Golconda was constructed during the reign of which ruler? Ibrahim Kuthab Shah. Name the three dramas written by Bhavbhuti. Maltimadhva, Mahavecharita and Uttara Ramcharita. Where is the Bada Imambara located? Lucknow. Rajrangini was written by Calhoun. What is Pietra Dura? Pictorial mosaic work using semi-precious stones. Who wrote famous book Kitabul Hind? Al-Biruni, who has written famous book Padmavat. Malik Muhammad Jaisi. How many parts of state has been described by Chanakya in Arthashastra? 7. Who constructed Humayun's tomb in Delhi? Hazi Begum, who was the Muslim sultan regarded by Hindus as Jagadguru? Ibrahim Adil Shah II. Who built the famous Charminar of Hyderabad? Muhammad Quli Qutb Shah in 1591 AD, which ruler had turned the Moti Masjid of Lahore built by Shah Jahan into a gemstone repository? Maharaja Ranjit Singh, which manuscripts, containing miniature paintings, reveals a sense of realism and authenticity witnessed or experienced by the painters themselves? Tariq Ilfi, the famous peacock throne of Shah Jahan was taken away in 1739 by Persian invader Nadir Shah, who was the author of famous Persian series of 52 stories Tutinama. Nakshabi, Golconda was founded by whom? Quli Qutub Shah. Which commander of the Golconda forces who fought the Mughals at the risk of his life? Abdul Razzaq Lari. When did the Vasco da Gama came to India second time? AD 1502. When did Albuquerque first came to India? 1503 AD. When did Albuquerque became the viceroy in India? 1509 AD. When did Albuquerque captured Goa from Yusuf Adil Shah, ruler of Bijapur? 1510 AD. Which Portuguese viceroy shifted the capital to Goa from Cochin and when? Nuno da Cunha in 1530 AD, with whom Portuguese signed the Treaty of Basin in 1534 AD. Bahadur Shah, ruler of Gujarat. The term Yavnapriya mentioned in ancient Sanskrit texts denoted pepper, which product did Vasco da Gama took back with him to Portugal? Black pepper. What was Cartes's system? Toll collected by Portuguese from the ships passing through the Arabian Sea. What was Vitoria's system? Entry tax all ships has to pay at the entry ports. Who was the first Portuguese viceroy in India? Francisco de Almeida, 1505 to 1509. Which Portuguese viceroy adopted the blue water policy? Francisco de Almeida. Which company was established by Portuguese to trade with India? Estado da India. Which Gujarati helped Vasco da Gama to reach India? Abdul Malik. Under which treaty, Basin and Bombay came under the influence of Portuguese? Treaty of Basin. Which place was used as the base of piracy in Bay of Bengal by Portuguese? Hooghly. When did the first Dutch East India Company first established in India? 1602. Where was the first English factory set up in India? Surat, Gujarat. In 1603, where was the first factory set up by Dutch East Indian Company in India? Masulipatam in 1605, who was sent by British East India Company to the court of the Mughal emperor to secure royal patronage? Captain William Hawkins in 1609. In which battle Britishers broke the Portuguese monopoly? Battle of Suvali, 1612, which of the following island received as dowry to Charles II of England and given to the East India Company in 1668 AD for £10 per year? Bombay, who were the last Europeans to come to India for trading? French, 1673, the capital of Tipu Sultan was at Seringapatam. Tipu Sultan was the ruler of Mysore, reigned 1782 to 1799, in which battle Travancore Raja Marthanda Varma defeated the Dutch East Indian Company? Battle of Kolchal, 1741. The Battle of Plassey was fought in 1757. British East India Company made victory over the Nawab of Bengal and his French allies. The Treaty of Srirangapatna was signed between Tipu Sultan and Cornwallis, which incident established the supremacy of British over French in India. Battle of Vandavasi, Tamil Nadu in 1760, which East India Company had founded Asiatic Company. Danish East India Company, which was the only fort in India fortified by the Dutch East India Company. Fort of Gallery in Pulicat, Tiruvallur district, Tamil Nadu, after capturing which place from Portuguese, Dutch established a stronghold in South India. Nagapatnam, near Madras. Which was the first European country to leave India? Dutch. Velu Thampi led a revolt, 1809, against the British in state of Travancore, Kerala. When did Ranjit Singh sign a treaty of perpetual friendship with British at Amritsar? 1809, which places were restored under Dutch rule by virtue of Anglo-Dutch Treaty of 1814? Dutch Bengal and Dutch Coromandel. What was Anglo-Dutch Treaty of 1824? Dutch gave their Indian factories to British and in return, they got British settlements in Indonesia, which Governor-General passed orders banning sati system in India. Lord William Bentinck, 1829, who among the following annexed the Punjab as British territory after the Second Anglo-Sikh War, 1849? Lord Dalhousie. Thanks for watching Speed GK YouTube channel. Please support our Speed GK YouTube channel. Kindly subscribe and also please share this video with your friends. Thank you.